Good morning, Hojo staff, students, and families. Teben, we're ready to start our day, so please stand. Place your right hand over your heart. Our voices are off and bodies are still. Eyes are on the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday, October 28th. And we missed October 27 because of the snow. It's so early to have snow. Unbelievable. But we're ready to listen to the music that Mrs. Neff has left for us for this week. Who remembers the name of this piece? Toccata und Fugue by Johann Sebastian Bach. Right, that's by Bach. Although today, with the weather outside, I feel like this is a more appropriate song or composition. Let's see. Do you hear that? Does it sound cold? Who are we listening to? Antonio Vivaldi's Four Seasons, Winter. But it's still autumn. It's still autumn. It's supposed to be happy and peppy and sunny. And it's freezing cold out there. So it feels more like winter, even though it's still autumn. Okay, our poem of the week is The Crocodile, which appears in Lewis Carroll's story Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, which you read in 5th grade, but this is a 3rd grade poem to memorize to prepare you to get ready for Alice's adventures. So The Crocodile by Lewis Carroll. How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spread his claws, and welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling jaws. So, what do you think that Lewis Carroll thinks about a crocodile? Now, we had the Lord Alfred Tennyson, Alfred Lord Tennyson, the Eagle, a Fragment. Remember when he had his claws on the crag and he descends down like a thunderbolt to get his prey? Remember that was how he felt about the eagle, that it was skinning its prey, that's nature, right? But what do you see that's different in the way that this animal is depicted or shown by Lewis Carroll to be a little different? He's still getting his prey, right? But he's doing it differently. He's not falling like a thunderbolt, diving into the water to grab a fish or whatever is down there. The crocodile is smiling and come on over, little fishies, right? And so it's a little more sneaky, a little more conniving. And so look at how two people talk about nature, the nature of an animal getting its prey. Very different, isn't it? Very interesting. Okay, for the artist of the week, who remembers the name of the artist? Caravaggio, remember? Late 1500s, early 1600s, just at the turn of that century in the 16th, so the 16th century turning into the 17th century. And he lived in Rome, and remember, he had this clever painting. What is this one called? Card Sharps. And remember, we can see this guy right here. Looks like a young guy, probably a teenager, very young. Same with this guy, this little older guy here, and they're playing cards, and it looks like he's cheating. Interesting that a painter would capture that kind of a painting back then. Even today, would we think to paint something like that? But he's depicting what humanity is like, and that was 400 years ago. And they were cheating at cards 400 years ago, probably 400 years before that, 400 years before that, 400 years after us. Is everyone going to be cheating at cards? It's just human nature, I guess. So, Caravaggio also painted something called a still life. And I think it's kindergarten or first grade that does the still life. And I think I've seen Miss Stapp, when she was our art teacher, she had a teddy bear, and you painted the teddy bear. So a still life is usually something that's like something sitting on a table that's just sort of kind of just sitting there still, right? It's still, but it's supposed to be something that is of life, right? So Caravaggio painted this. And if you could see this, and if it wasn't just for my printer, you know, it's hard to capture it on a Canon, but this is a still life of a basket of fruit. And if you could see this in person, it's very lifelike. But do you know what's different? Caravaggio painted it. Do you see like this leaf right here? Do you see like these leaves? They're starting to turn a little bit. They're starting to decay. Have you ever noticed that if you have a basket of fruit on the table for a long time, you start to see it wilt a little bit? Or if you have flowers, they start to wilt a little bit. And he's capturing the wilting of those leaves and the fruit, when normally they would paint a still life and they would make it look perfect. They would make the most perfect fruit. But when he painted a still life, he showed that it's not perfect. There are imperfections, right? And maybe he's talking about the imperfections in our character, imperfections in the world. Things start to decay. So it's, according to Mr. Berg, Caravaggio is showing the spiritual dark clashing with the spiritual light in humanity. That's a lot for a basket of fruit. Card Sharps and basket of fruit. Should be easy enough to remember. Basket of Fruit by Caravaggio. Right. So remember, everyone, this is an important week. In less than 1 week, we will be voting, or be done voting, if you've already started to vote, for the person in charge of the executive branch of our government, who is the president. That's right, we'll be voting for a new president. And we did have a new justice nominated and confirmed to the Supreme Court. Amy Coney Barrett has been named as the next justice on the Supreme Court. And which branch of government is that? Judicial branch. Confirmed in the Senate, which is in which branch? Legislative. That's right. So nominated by the president in the executive branch, confirmed in the legislative branch, and now serving in the judicial branch. See how the balance of powers, there's somebody in charge of doing something, but nobody's in charge of doing everything. And because that is where the government of the people, right? Of the people, by the people, for the people. That's what Lincoln said in his Gettysburg Address, right? His hope that the government of the people, by the people, for the people should not perish from this earth. And whose responsibility is it to make sure that doesn't happen? Yours and mine, right? Because it's we the people. And so we're learning about our rights. So according to the Constitution, the first 10 amendments are called the Bill of Rights, and we are memorizing them. So let's do the first one together. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Second Amendment. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Third Amendment. No soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner prescribed by law. Okay, so the Fourth Amendment we're still learning together. So I will say a piece of it and then you repeat. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Right? So we have these protections under our Constitution. It's very important that we know them, learn them, practice them, live them, protect them, right? It's all our jobs. Okay, so announcements. We did have one birthday today. Did I say that already? Hopefully I'm not repeating myself, but Kyler's having a birthday today. Happy birthday, Kyler. Hope you have a great day, sir. Then we had the snow day, and we had a problem with our report cards that had more than one teacher. So hopefully those got sorted out, and I believe that those are ready to go home. However, today our teachers are having an in-service training all day. In fact, the office is going to be closed for most of the day, from at least till noontime, so that we can all get together and do the things that we need to do. So there will be nothing posted, no new things posted today, because teachers will be busy all day. Make sure, students, you say a special thank you to your teacher. We've done one quarter together. Our teachers are working really, really hard at school and online, and I know you are too. Everyone's working really, really hard. But sometimes it's nice to just say thank you. Say thank you to your teacher for all of his or her help for you. Because we're all doing this so that you students can be the best that you can be. So make sure you say thank you to your teachers. No other announcements, so let's do our student pledge. I will do the good. I will learn the true. And I will love the beautiful. And I hope you have a great day today.